So I get up in the morning, I do the things that I like to do, whether it's food, whether it's filming, etc., etc. So one can call it work, but it doesn't feel like work to me. It just feels like a hobby, a passion that I get paid for eventually. I have a lot of respect for cyclists, especially those that do these long rides on the weekends. It's no joke to get up in the morning and then cycle 50 kilometers, 100 kilometers. The soup is nice and nourishing. So Sridhar, what is your best dish so far?
No doubt, keema.
Keema dosa. Keema dosa. And what is nice is that all that keema, the richness of the keema oozes out from within the dosa the moment you break into that dosa. Okay. Hi folks, another Sunday and another ride. And today we are riding on the Nelamangala-Mangalore highway. We're not going to go as far as Mangalore, although I wish that I could be in Mangalore sometime soon. Perhaps we will. So today the plan is to ride towards Yediur, which is roughly about 70 kilometers from where I caught up with Sridhar, who's joining me on this ride. So all in all, this is going to be about 180-200 odd kilometer ride from home to Yediur and back. We couldn't ride last Sunday because it was raining, and thankfully there's no sign of rains, although it is a bit cloudy. But then, as you know, we love to ride under cloud cover. So just me and Sridhar today on the ride. So there's a new eatery that has opened up in Yediur, and this is called Vaishali. So it's been open I think only a few weeks, and they do some non-vegetarian fare. So we said let's check it out, unless we decide to ride to our old favorite on the route, Mayura, for some idli vade. But I think we've done too much idli vade. Not that I can ever tire of it, but the boss tells me sometimes, enough idli vade. I don't know if you caught that breakfast vlog at Connemara in Chennai, where she said the same thing on camera though. If you haven't caught that vlog, you'll find a link to it in the description below. There's a fair bit of traffic, quite a few vehicles en route this morning. It's a Sunday, so I guess a lot of people also step out now on a weekend, perhaps drive out for a day trip, overnight. I think in the pandemic a lot more prefer to drive out, right, than perhaps take a flight. That explains for the number of vehicles one sees on the highways these days, especially on weekends. I have a lot of respect for cyclists, especially those that do these long rides on the weekends. It's no joke to get up in the morning and then cycle 50 kilometers, 100 kilometers. And I know this from experience, although I haven't cycled in many years. It takes a certain determination to get up early in the morning, get ready, ride out. It takes determination to ride out on a motorcycle, but in a motorcycle at least the motorcycle is doing most of the work. The motorcycle is taking you from point A to point B. But on a bicycle, well, you're doing all the work. So when you see cyclists on the highway, show them some respect. Give them a wide berth. Don't intimidate them. They have their task cut out, doing all the grunt work of cycling 50, 100, 150 kilometers, whatever it may be. Where is Sridhar? I cannot see him. I better slow down. So we'll take a left at Nelamangala. But of course, if you proceed on this highway straight, it goes towards Mumbai eventually, passing through North Karnataka. And that's where we were last month, filming Gourmet on the Road. I hope you caught our episodes. We've done Davanagere, Hubli, Dharwad, and also a bit of Belgaum. We couldn't spend too much time in Belgaum because unfortunately for us, it was raining quite incessantly and heavily when we were in Belgaum. In fact, that whole stretch, but Belgaum in particular was badly affected. There was severe flooding in many parts of the city. So we couldn't spend much time there, just shot a couple of episodes. But I hope to return to Belgaum sometime in the near future. There's Sridhar. And shoot some more. Malgudi, Mailari, Mane. We've shot a few episodes there. 2 episodes, one Gourmet on the Road, one on this particular channel itself. Again, the sort of food that we've set out for this morning, non-vegetarian fare. But they also do a very good dosa, inspired by the Mailari dosa, the famous Mailari dosa of Mysuru. This is so amazing. I can't stress enough the importance of having a passion, a hobby, something that takes you away from what you call work. I think it's so important because when you do that, it takes your mind off your regular routine, regular pressures, regular stresses that all of us have in life. That hobby could be anything, not just motorcycling, perhaps a drive, perhaps an interest, checking out new eateries, I hope. But find that something to do that gives you a break every once a week, because that recharges you, rejuvenates you, refreshes you. So whatever you call work, you approach it with a refreshed mind and body as well, if that activity also relaxes your body. So find a hobby, an interest, a passion. Of course, there are some of you who may say that even on a motorcycle ride I'm filming, I'm tasting food when I go out on a ride. Yes, that's true, and that is what one can perhaps call work, because at the end of the day that's what pays the bill. But I think after working for many years, my first job after completing my education, although I worked, my first job was at the age of 15. I used to go door to door to sell some educational video cassettes in Mumbai, long time ago. But my first job after completing my education was about 26 years ago, 27 years ago. So I have been on this path for a long time, and now I think, especially in the last few years, one has been able to evolve that work, that profession, into a space where I no longer feel it's work. Right? So I get up in the morning, I do the things that I like to do. Whether it's food, whether it's filming, etc., etc. So one can call it work, but it doesn't feel like work to me. It just feels like a hobby, a passion that I get paid for eventually. That was a nasty bump. The challenge with the Fat Boy is the ground clearance. It's only 120 mm. And most of the speed breakers that you find in this part of the world are mostly unscientific. They don't have the proper gradient, the approach angle or the descent angle, and therefore I scrape the underside. Sad, but that's the way it is. Kids seem to be having some fun. The biggest challenge that we have on our highways is all the heavy vehicles tend to stick on the right, and that creates an enormous bottleneck of sorts. So these are moving bottlenecks, right? So everybody has to come to the left, see what's happening, and only then proceed further. Look at that again. I think the authorities should do something about it, you know. Make sure that all the heavy traffic sticks to the left, because they obviously can't drive beyond a certain speed. So they're holding traffic up, they're wasting people's time, and because people are driving slowly, they're consuming more fuel, they're downshifting. So it's actually a huge waste that everyone incurs on account of that. I think on the highways, all slow moving traffic should be penalized for not driving in the slow lane, in the left lane. I wish the authorities that have the powers to do something about it. The organization that looks after highways, I think there should be a drive for that. What do you say? If you think the same, do post a comment below. Here we are at Vaishali, the taste of tradition. Don't know what to expect, but we'll find out pretty soon. That's everywhere. Forest. I think this has become like a biking spot, huh? Well, here we are at Vaishali. Definitely seems to be a biker's hangout. Sridhar and I were discussing and we said that maybe when you're with family, I think non-vegetarian is not a preferred option, especially for breakfast perhaps, and that's the reason why the other eateries, Dhruvatare and the others seemed rather crowded, but this one has more bikers. They had a lot more cars, this one has more bikers here. You got the menu.
इडली वडा ಖಾರ ಬಾತು ಕೇಸರಿ ಬಾತು ಚೋಟೆ ಬಾತು ಆನಿಯನ್ ದೋಸೆ ಕೀಮಾ ದೋಸೆ ಮಸಾಲೆ ದೋಸೆ
ಆನಿಯನ್ ದೋಸೆ ಕೀಮಾ ದೋಸೆ ಕೊಡಿ ಆಮೇಲೆ should we order 2-3 things?
Yeah, and we'll share the keema dosa.
ಒಂದು ಕೊಡಲ ಸರ್
ಕೀಮಾ ದೋಸೆ ಒಂದು ಕೊಡಿ. ಬೇರೆ ಏನಿದೆ?
ಬೇರೆ ಕೀಮಾ ಕಚೋರಿ ಇದೆ.
ಕೀಮಾ ಆಯ್ತಲ್ಲ?
ಹಾಂ.
ಬೇರೆ ಏನಿದೆ?
ಬೇರೆ ನಾಟಿ ಕೋಳಿ ಫ್ರೈ ನಾಟಿ ಕೋಳಿ ಮಸಾಲ.
ಸರಿ ಕೊಡಿ, ನಾಟಿ ಕೋಳಿ ಫ್ರೈ ಕೊಡಿ, ಖಾಲಿ ದೋಸೆ ಕೊಡಿ. ಆಮೇಲೆ ಸಮಥಿಂಗ್ ಇನ್ ಮಟನ್ ಯು ವಾಂಟ್ ಟ್ರೈ? ಚಾಪ್ಸ್ ಇದೆಯಾ?
ಸರ್ ಮಟನ್ ಚಾಪ್ಸ್ ಇದೆ,
ಕುರ್ಮಾ ಏನಿದೆ?
ಚಿಕನ್ ಕುರ್ಮಾ ಇದೆ,
ಮಟನ್ ಕುರ್ಮಾ?
ಮಟನ್ ಕುರ್ಮಾ ಇನ್ನೂ ರೆಡಿ ಆಗಿದೆ. ಮಟನ್ ಕುರ್ಮಾ
ಆಗಿಲ್ಲ ಸರ್. ಚಿಕನ್ ನಾಟಿ ಚಿಕನ್ ಕರಿ ಇದೆ.
ಅದೇ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರು ಅವರು ಹೇಳಿ. ಮಟನಲ್ಲಿ ಬೇರೆ ಏನಿದೆ? ಕೀಮಾ ಉಂಡೆ?
ಕೀಮಾ ಉಂಟು ರೆಡಿ ಆಗಿದೆ, ಕೀಮಾ ವೆಜ್ ರೆಡಿ ಇದೆ.
ಸರಿ, ಹಾಗಾದರೆ ಅದೇ ಎರಡು ಕೊಡಿ ನೀವು ಏನು ಹೇಳಿದ್ದೀರ ನಾವು.
ಒಂದು ಕೀಮಾ ದೋಸೆ, ಒಂದು ನಾಟಿಕೋಳಿ ಫ್ರೈ, ಒಂದು ಖಾಲಿ ದೋಸೆ.
ಖಾಲಿ ದೋಸೆ? ಖಾಲಿ ದೋಸೆ ಎರಡು ಬರುತ್ತೆ ಅಲ್ಲ ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ?
ಖಾಲಿ ದೋಸೆ
ಅದು ಕೊಡಿ ಫಸ್ಟು.
How's the leg soup?
Nice.
Yeah.
Pinch of lime also helps.
Lime helps.
Otherwise it comes out as salty. Pinch of lime helps.
Lime helps. Well, we've got a kal soup here. Didn't order, but they said we should try it. This is a specialty here. I think this kal soup is a little tame though. So this is a kal soup that's quite mellow in its flavors. It's not as punchy. I think it also depends on the kind of audience that they have. The soup is nice and nourishing. But if you're a sort who also wants to taste some animal notes in the paya, well, it's a little restrained there. But your lips smack of the gelatin. I think after a 100-kilometer ride, I think a soup is a good idea. I'm happy that he bought the soup actually, although we didn't order it. I think the good thing is that, you know, more and more highway eateries are getting better, right? There was a time if you had family with you, you would always wonder, right, where do you stop? Because you would get food, but then, you know, but I think the last maybe 5 years, right, things have changed a fair bit.
In 2005 or 6, I drove to Hampi. On the way back, we had packed some stuff from home for the breakfast and all that. But on the way back from Hampi, couldn't find a decent restaurant, vegetarian restaurant. Somewhere we stopped and we had lunch.
Excuse me sir, ಮಟನ್ ಕೀಮಾ ಬಾಲ್ ಇಲ್ಲ, ಮಟನ್ ಕೀಮಾ ಗೊಜ್ಜಿದೆ ಕೊಡೋದು.
ಅದು ಕೀಮಾ ಗೊಜ್ಜು ಮತ್ತು ಅದು ಕೀಮಾ ದೋಸೆ ಸೇಮ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ.
ಕೀಮಾ ದೋಸೆ ಕೀಮಾ ಗೊಜ್ಜು ಎರಡು ಸೇಮ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ.
ಬೇಡ ಆಗಿದ್ರೆ
ಕ್ಯಾನ್ಸಲ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು.
ಕ್ಯಾನ್ಸಲ್ ಮಾಡಿ. Well, we are making a beginning with the keema dosa here. What's the verdict?
Nice. Keema is very tasty.
So instead of dipping into the masala, into the palya, here I am breaking into the dosa and the keema. That keema is quite literally oozing out of that dosa. Also, the dosa is thick, no?
We also have that masala.
There's some kempu chutney inside.
Kempu chutney.
Yeah. Some puri. I find the natukoli is fine, but not very punchy in it. I think that natukoli needs to absorb some of that masala. That keema is quite nice. Mutton biryani ready ಇದೆ. ಸಾರ್ ಟೈಪ್ ಏನಿದೆ, ಸಾರ್ ಟೈಪ್ ದೋಸೆ ಒಟ್ಟಿಗೆ ತಿನ್ನಕ್ಕೆ ಬಿಟ್ರೆ ಚಿಕನ್ ಕುರ್ಮಾ ಕೊಡಿ ಒಂದು. So they've got some kempu chutney that's smeared inside that dosa, and it's a thick dosa, but you need that dosa to have that thickness to carry the burden, the weight of the keema goju that is stuffed inside. To me that was a dish. Huh?
Yeah.
The leg soup was nice, but a little mellow I felt in its flavors. So if you like your paya not to have too much of the animal sort of flavors, I think then you will enjoy this paya. But if you want your paya to have some of those animal notes, and you know what I mean, natikoli curry or broiler I don't. I think in all new places they take some time to settle in. So Sridhar, what is your best dish so far?
No doubt, keema.
Keema
Keema
dosa. Keema dosa. And what is nice is that all that keema, the richness of the keema oozes out from within the dosa the moment you break into that dosa. Oh, that's a thick khali dosa. The dosa is rather thick, but I guess it will help mop up that curry. Because after all, you're enjoying the dosa here, not with some chutney sambar, but with some meaty curry. So I guess that's why the dosas here are a little thicker than what you would typically find. And have a bit of weight as well. This thali dosa is slightly pink in color because of boiled rice. I think the dosa is nice. The dosa are quite hefty in their size. So I think if I didn't have Sridhar here with me, I think one keema dosa and you're set. Similarly, if you're ordering the chicken curry with the thali dosa, you get 2 of those. These are fluffy, thick, and also rather heavy. Dosa with the curry is really nice. You should try a little bit, Sridhar. It's a nice sponge to soak up the curry.
Very nice.
Hi, how are you?
We are a big fan of yours.
Okay, thank you.
We saw the bikes outside.
Oh.
We're just guessing we'll see Kripala Mana today.
Thank you very much.
So lucky to see you.
Hello, how are you?
I am your fan.
Oh, thank you, madam. Thank you very much.
So you're from Bangalore?
Yeah, I'm from Bangalore. I was born in Bangalore.
We are all Bangalore.
Oh, you're all Bangaloreans. Very nice to meet you then. All the more. Are you going to Bangalore now?
Yeah, we're in Puttur.
You're going to Puttur, okay. I was born in Bangalore. Enjoy your meal. Happy eating. See you. This is the perfect way to enjoy this dosa. You want to drown that khali dosa in the curry. So I think when you taste that curry all by itself, it's a tad salty, but when you taste it with the dosa, I think the dosa cuts through that salt a bit. Ain biryani. Mutton in the puri mutton goat, aadagop mutton. Sheep. We'll share one biryani just to, since we're here.
Yeah.
Since we're here, we'll taste it.
Yeah.
Mutton biryani, chicken biryani, what better? Mutton biryani. Lunch agitalla. Lunch agitu. Illa biryani. Mari rice tindre ಏನು ಮಜಾ ಸರಿ ಒಂದು mutton biryani ಕೊಡಿ. He said if you feel you've eaten too much, can I give you just the biryani rice? Well, the rice has the flavor typically, but then you also want some meat. What's say Sridhar?
Absolutely, I think the mutton will be special here. We need to check it out.
Mutton, yeah. We haven't been able to check the mutton out, right? We've only tried the mince. The mince was nice. The gochu that went into the keema dosa. Siraga sambar rice. I think the cook is a little heavy-handed with the salt, right?
Yeah.
In this you can definitely feel that. This is a typical Nati style biryani, as they say. So there's the coriander, you can definitely feel the pinch of the green chili, the heat of the green chili. You can also see it there. Some godambi, some cashew. The rice is flavorful with all the spices. I can see some cinnamon there, some kalua perhaps. Let's taste the meat, the mutton. Even this is like mostly bone. Quality of the meat is not so great. I think I'm a little disappointed with the biryani here because I think the flavor of the biryani is okay. The rice is fine. You got that green chili spice. I feel it's a tad spicy. I thought the meat would redeem it. But I think out of the 3 pieces that we got, or 4 pieces, 2 pieces are mostly the bone, little else. And I think Sridhar got one nice piece.
Yeah. I mean, that's also bone, but some little
There was a little meat in it.
meat in it.
For me, the pick of the dishes that we tasted here, we tasted the keema dosa, the natukoli fry, the kurma, chicken kurma, and also the mutton biryani. For me, the pick of the dish was the keema dosa. That natukoli fry was also nice. The masala was nice. The khali dosa was very good and served as a great mop for the curry. The biryani, to be honest, and I was looking forward to tasting this biryani because this is the first mutton dish that I'm tasting here. Of course, the keema dosa is there, but the keema dosa is minced. I wanted to taste the mutton chunks of meat. But unfortunately, there aren't too many chunks of meat that I find in this. It's mostly the bone that I find in this particular biryani. I think I'm going to have some of the kurma gravy. I guess you have to improvise. I'm going to borrow some of the meat from the chicken to make up for the fact that I don't have meat in the biryani.
Nice.
This coffee is nice.
Yeah.
Very good coffee. Excellent coffee. And you definitely need good coffee because after eating that keema dosa, khali dosa, korma, biryani, and you still have the ghats coming up if you're going towards Mangalore. So you definitely need that coffee to wake you up, and that coffee here is nice.
I messaged my wife saying it's light lunch for me today.
So light lunch for Sridhar today. Thank you. Thank you. Breakfast done, time to get back on the road. So of course the place is still very new, and typically eateries take some time to settle down, and I think that's what will happen with Vaishali as well. So usually one more thing that you must know is that on Gourmet on the Road, I almost never review eateries that are very new, because I think with the food business, with the restauranting space, it takes time for an eatery to get set, it takes time for the kitchen to get set, and that's the reason why I always wait for the place to settle down, etc., and look at what people think about the place and then decide to do a Gourmet on the Road. This place is barely a couple of weeks old, and there were a few things that we liked. The masala dosa, the keema masala dosa was nice. The khali dosa was good too with the chicken kurma. The biryani, well, didn't really hit the spot. But I'm sure in times to come, they will get better. The kitchen will get set. The cooks will get set. They'll kind of try and figure out what's happening. And they will get feedback along the way. And I'm sure if they stay focused on what they need to be doing, I'm sure this will be an interesting destination to stop when on the highway here. So, ಎಲ್ಲ ನೋಡಿದ್ದೀರಾ ನೀವು?
ಆಲ್ಮೋಸ್ಟ್ ಎಲ್ಲ
ಸೊ ನಿನ್ನೆ ಸಹ ನೋಡಿದ್ದೀರಾ? ನಿಮ್ದು ನೇಮ್ ಏನು?
ಯಶವಂತ್ ಅಂತ.
ಯಶವಂತ್.
ಮನೋಜ್ ಆಶಿ
ಮಂಡ್ಯದಿಂದ.
ಮಂಡ್ಯದಿಂದ.
Fantastic. Very good. But nice to meet you.
Yeah.
See you. Yeah. Happy riding. Safe.
Yeah.
Safe ಆಗಿ ಹೋಗಿ. Happy eating.
Yeah.
See you. So my verdict on Vaishali, the keema dosa is what you should stop for, along with the khali dosa and the curries. The restaurant is very tastefully done, plenty of parking. The restaurant is clean, the service is good, the restrooms are good, clean, well maintained. So if you're looking to taste some non-vegetarian fare, around 100 kilometers from Bengaluru, on your way to Sakleshpur or perhaps Mangalore, you could probably stop here. Don't miss the keema dosa though. The keema dosa was definitely something that hit the spot. Oh, I almost forgot the kal soup. The kal soup too was flavorful with the masala. This is a flavorful but not in an animal flavor sort of way, kal soup. So that is also something that you could check out. I have 1 hour 47 minutes before I get back to Namma, Bengaluru. Vaishali was roughly about 105 kilometers from home. So all in all, I would have covered 210 kilometers by the time I get back home. Not bad for a Sunday ride at all. So I think we'll also conclude this moto vlog right here. I hope you enjoyed this vlog. If you did, give it a big thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't already, and hit the bell notification to be notified whenever I post a video on this channel. Until the next time, take care, stay safe. Bye bye.